plate that they call Avon Rose, and she's got goldware, silverware over that's gold, and then she's got some mystic rolls that's silver, you know, edging on it and everything else, and she's got silverware to go with that. So I got one, the silverware on the left side and the goldware on the right side, and the fine crystal and all that kind of stuff up there. Anyway, she's pretty happy about that. I fixed her lunch and put her Avon rolls out there and all of that stuff with her china. She enjoyed that.
Well, that's good. Well, you got to stay busy, that's for sure. There's somebody else in there, Jim, but I can't hear him.
That is Bill in there. That'd be a 6WWY Bill. Well, that's 75 meters in the summertime. It's attenuated, Bill. It's turn your RF gain down and put about 20 dB attenuation in, and you won't hear so much of it. Well, turn your RF gain, put your attenuation in for about 20 dB, and you'll be able to stand it a lot better and sound like FM. You might even turn your squelch on where nothing over 20 over you'll hear. Okay. And Bram is out there in Arizona. Anyway, Bill, next time you come over, we'll have the fine china and the crystal out for you. And she'll be very happy. I bought her some flowers to put on the table today. And I picked some flowers out there also off of her roses. Okay, and I killed a couple of bigger vinegarones out there in my screened-in patio today. Oh, yeah, they're very wild now. Bram, are you hearing me okay now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you fine. I'm not hearing Bill very well. I can only pick up a couple words here and there.
Yeah. Well, he's got an SP220 over there, but it's got one bad tooth as a Genesis W6IWI's amplifier. And he talked to us on it for years with the one tube.
Oh, yeah, they'll still put out 500 watts.
Yeah, it's about 500 watts with the one tube. That's what you need to do. Is it hooked up on 220 or 110, Bill? Is it on 220? Okay. Well, he used it. I talked to Dennis 1,000 times on that thing. Yeah. That might get you a little FL 2100B or something. That'll work, or some little something. Yeah, the incoming service here is 48 amps, I think. What's that? I think the incoming service is either 30 or 50 amps, so I gotta be kind of careful. Yeah, now they're gonna put in new electrical in there for you pretty soon, aren't they? Supposedly this week, so we'll see how that goes. That's great. Now it's all about the antenna, KD6BIS. Hello there. Good evening. Nice signal into Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara? Santa Barbara, California. Oh, do I know you? Oh, I don't know. You have a familiar voice. Well, this is Jim, n7iu. What is your name and call? It's Alex, and the call is Kilowatt Delta 6, Bravo, India, Sierra. I think I talked to you before. Well, let's hope so. But anyway, I don't know. I'm running about 300, 400 watts on a 12-volt system here. Okay, well, I'm running 1,000 to 1,500 with a ST1000P and Alpha 87A and a resonant antenna. Yeah, my antenna is not resonant anywhere, but it's full wave delta loop up at 90 feet. Okay, and Bill over there is running a Your double bazooka that I made, isn't it, Bill?
Yes, I see that for you. It's about 100 watts.
All right, well, you're doing okay. A little bit noisy. 100 watts is a little bit low for this band, but it's working. Where are you located?
Bishop, California, about 60 miles from Jim over there in Nevada.
Okay, very good. A little bit of static here as usual. But yeah, doing a good job for 100 watts. And just using 145 feet of ladder line and balance line tuna.
All right, and Bram over there, he's in Arizona. And what are you running tonight, Bram?
I'm on the 101 ZD Mark III, and I'm using the Heathkit HL 2200, which is like the brown version of an SB 221, and then of course the full wave loop, 270 feet of wire.
Yeah, I like the full wave loop. Full wave Delta works good too, so I don't know if you're square or what, but anyway, I got the speed point up at 100 feet, that goes down to about 40 and over 40 feet, and then back up again.
You know K9 KBX?
Bowser Radio.
You know him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, do you know Fermin?
Very well.
Okay. And Russ?
Yes, I saw Russ last Saturday.
Okay, well, maybe I talked to you when they were talking to me or something before. I talked to them on their, where they are, usually 3,700 or something, and then on 40 meters a lot of times, and for me, a lot of times, John, what is this, W6NBC? Is he still doing okay?
Yeah, I don't know John that well.
Oh, okay.
I think Fermin's out of the country. He might be back, but I think he went to Italy or something, or Spain, I'm not sure.
Oh. I went over there one time, and they had a grand welcoming for me over there. It really embarrassed me. I was so, you know, I didn't know these guys. They'd been listening to me for 20, 30 years on the radio. And anyway, Russ came out there and he said, I want you to meet the finest ham operator that ever walked the face of this earth. If I wanted a kid to learn ham radio, this is the guy he'd be listening to it, all that kind of stuff, you know. Anyway, I didn't know what to think about all that, but they were all wonderful to me.
Oh man, that's fantastic. You're probably collecting there. So, and good evening, Bram.
Yeah, haven't heard you in a while. You know, Lee W0DGE passed away.
I'm not sure who that is. I'm not very good with call signs. Some I are, some I do, some I don't.
Lee was in the one in Snowflake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lee.
Would that be on
double golden eagle.
160 meters? Was he on 160?
Yeah, him and Greg. Can't remember Greg's call sign.
Well, that's too bad. Sorry to hear it, man. It's, you know, the older you get, the more people you lose.
Yeah, unfortunately, yep.
He was doing real good. All of a sudden, flopped, and he had a nosebleed, went in the hospital, and ended up dying. With tremendous complications. He was out here 3 weeks ago, wasn't he, Bram?
I think Alex the other Alex visited him at his house a month ago, you know. But I mean, they were doing lab work on him, you know, at the VA. I don't know how they didn't know that he had leukemia and lung cancer. I mean, I guess that goes to show you that the VA is not a good place to get your medical service.
Not really.
No, you gotta go to UCLA or something.
Well, I know my friend down there, he was in Vietnam. He got hepatitis over there and lost the liver, and he was down there in San Fernando. There's that Veterans Hospital waiting for a liver, and they found the liver. And that day, George Bush Jr. signed the deal that they would do no more life-saving transplants or anything for veterans. And that was the end of him. They had it there. The chaplain came in and talked to him. He said, well, he said they signed the Bush signed the deal today that no more life-saving transplants or anything, surgeries for veterans.
That seems kind of weird.
Yeah, that was him, though. Piece of trash.
I don't understand it, but that sucks.
Yeah, that was terrible. I did his funeral and everything. It was just, they were going to take up an offering. He said, no, I was in the Marines. He said, they told me anything happened to me, that they would take care of any medical thing. And he said, this is it. That's the way it is. Anyway, that was a bad thing. He was a great guy, too, I'll tell you. All of his brothers were in the Army. In the service, all of them went to Vietnam. I think 5 brothers.
Yeah, I was just a couple years too young. Just like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago almost, I think. Maybe 15 that happened. Well, whenever Bush was in office. Another crime family. Anyway, Bill, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still. I took him to see I guess they had a accident at the Y.
They had another accident at the Y?
Yeah, apparently a car hit a motorcycle.
Oh, boy. Well, you were there that night. That guy, that drunk Indian, pulled out in front of me and almost got it.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
I tell you what, I had that Highlander loaded down to the hills. It was on the ground almost. And that guy flipped a U right in front of me. I mean, you thought I hit him, I know.
Yeah, that was not good. I mean, he went all the time like this.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he pulled that.
Everything around here is believable. Well, good. I think I'm going to come out and get to that bed now, so I just have to get what's my head.
See what I told you a while ago? We got to talking out here, somebody show up. Yeah, well, Bill, thank you. And I'll see you in a few days. If you get a chance, stop by.
Definitely. I don't know if it's definitely for the weekend. I'm sure going to be there on the 6th.
Well, you've got to eat lunch or something. Just don't eat lunch in Tonaco or something and come by and I'll feed you.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. See you later. n7iu on the bus.
Okay, we'll catch you later, Jim. W6, W1, clear QRT. Good night from KD6BIS.
Yeah, have a good night, Bill. If you can hear me, KG7HVR.
Is that B, D-D-D-D-Da, or is that Da, D-D-D-D? Is it Victor or Bravo? Your suspect.
Kilo Delta 6.
Yeah, but I mean the suspects of it.
Oh, yeah. Bravo, India, Sierra. BIS.
Okay. I got it. I don't hear too well.
And I don't spell very well.
That's well. Anyway. I tell you what, I sure miss old Lee, Bram. I really miss him.
Well, it was really sad. A couple of days ago, I heard somebody that he didn't even like talking about him and saying that they were buddies and they used to talk on the radio all the time. I had to shut the radio off before I got nasty with this person. It's like people die and then all of a sudden some idiot comes out the woodwork and says, "Oh yeah, I was best friends with that guy."
Yeah. Well, have you heard Alex out here for the last day or two?
No, I've turned the radio on a couple of times and just nobody's been on here. I just listened to Alex and those guys on 3900 a little bit, and then just sit out here and work on things.
You know Dennis down there?
Yeah, I know all those guys. I usually listen to them. I don't get involved in the conversations on there, but it's I just turn the radio on and I'll listen to them a lot.
Well, they're talking politics and, I don't know, some BS, so I came up here.
Okay, where are you?
Santa Barbara.
Okay, I know you're in Santa Barbara. Where do you normally are?
You mean on 75 meters?
Yeah. You hang out someplace regular?
Down there, if I get down the shack early enough, I'm down in 3853 on the Arizona group there, and then I'm 3900.
Oh, okay. And you knew Lee then? I guess.
Yeah, no, he did. They talked before. I just, it was on here a few times.
And we've been talking ever since Lee got his license. He heard me talking out here, and I guess he got his license, started talking to me, and called me on the phone a lot. And it's been 15 years. How long has he got his license? Bram, has it been 15 years or so?
Well, I wouldn't know because I've only had mine on just shy of 10.
When?
I've only had mine about 10.
Oh, okay. Well, he was, I'd say 15, between 15 20 years. Of course, I've been on here 5 decades. So, that's a long time.
What's funny, I actually have one of Lee's CB radio QSL cards he gave me.
Did I ever tell you my handle on CB radio?
I do not know what it is. I've never heard you mention it.
A Coon Skinner.
Oh, what?
A Coon Skinner.
Well, that's just outright racist.
Coon Skinner. COONSKINNER.
You couldn't say that nowadays. They'd be upset.
Well, every time my friends came over, I was skinning a coon or a lion or a bear or something, so they decided to call me Coon Skinner.
And what town was that from?
What?
Where was that? What was your location back then?
Oh, east of Bakersfield, California, out in the country.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of 60s and 70s QSL cards here. They weren't from me, but somewhere I picked up a couple hundred of them.
Well, my cousin used to be Smokey. Smokey Jamboree.
Well, I'll have to look and see which ones are from Bakersfield area here.
Okay, he was out of Bakersfield, but he did jamborees all over the world. The Smokey Jamborees. He did them in Pomona, Los Angeles, Convention Center, Ireland, New York, San Francisco, all over the place. He did one out down in Pomona. And a lot of the CBers back then were ham operators, too. I was a ham operator before I was ever a CBer. Anyway, I just couldn't talk on ham radio. I was too bashful. And so the guys on CB got me talking because I was working on CB radios, building antennas and installing them, doing all kinds of junk. I selling and trading radio of all sorts. Anyway, A6MLW, now, he is before you are. He died probably 15 years ago, Bram, and he was on here regular. This is 6 more lovely women. Anyway, he went to Ireland. He got bought a pig over there, and they dyed that. It was a white pig, and they dyed that pig green. And that was the grand prize of the Smokey Jamboree. Of course, it came with a brown and golden eagle also, and what was it? A Phantom 500 amplifier. That green pig and brown and golden eagle and a Phantom 500. They had all kinds of drawings over that. And I think that one was in Los Angeles or Pomona, one or the other. I can't remember. Anyway, MLW Bill come a flying in on a jet airplane into, I think it was John Wayne Airport there, and escorted that green pig. Old MLW was on here all the time, and Uncle Ben, and We had a ham radio jamboree in Bakersfield one time. Alex went to it. He bought one of my radios on my 101. Anyway, MLW got on 2 meters down there and was acting like he was Uncle Ben. And Bart tried to borrow money from everybody. All kinds of stuff. I tell you, it was something else. That's history. That was probably about 1993 or 4 or 5 or something like that.
Yeah, well, it would be nice to kind of go back to where we didn't have the internet, we don't have all these stupid cell phones and all this crap. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like all that stuff, but I think that if I could trade it, I'd rather go back to the early 90s where most of that stuff didn't exist.
Well, I was here in the late 70s and 80s. I've been talking to Wayne in the 1970s, Eddie in the 70s.
Can you still hear Eddie during the day? Because I've not heard a peep out of anybody out of the Midwest.
He had, his sister-in-law got killed in a explosion. And his wife really had a hard time with it. And he's been going in early and sitting there watching TV with her. And right now, he's got a bunch of her family, her sister's children there visiting with her from Kentucky. And so he hasn't been on the radio much. And then they got lightning and everything all over. I had my radio here disconnected for about 4 weeks. But every night, well, even tonight, we've got lightning all over. It rained real hard when I came in the valley. From Bishop, I went to Bishop today. And anyway, it was blowing and going. And it was lightning storms. We'd have 200, 180, 200 lightning strikes in 2 or 3 hours here. And I just had my radio this happened every day, It was every day. I think we have had close to 20 inches of rain this year.
That's a lot. Yeah, we got like an early monsoon, and then nothing has happened yet. But I think we're due for the monsoon. Should have already started actually. So we'll probably get pissed on all of July and August, and it will be probably quite a bit of rain, I'm gonna guess.
It hasn't been 90 degrees here yet this year, and it snowed last week here in the valley. And hailed and rained and sleeted and everything you could think of. We do have fruit on the trees, though. I went out yesterday and picked about a half a pound of cherries off the tree and ate it. And we got some plums and peaches and apples and stuff. I got about 28 fruit trees.
Yeah, we were down in Phoenix yesterday. It was 105 degrees. About 85, maybe close to 90 degrees here today. So it's heating up.
Well, it's supposed to be in the middle of July. It's supposed to be getting up to 90. It says on the weather forecasting, but it's supposed to rain now every evening. For the next several days, it's going to be raining, which I don't mind at all. Period. I don't mind it, except that it's hard to get on the radio with all that racket.
Are you guys getting any rain over there, Alex?
No, we're done until next November, pretty much. We might get an accidental storm every now and then. So Clark texted me today and wondering where I've been. I've been working on these solar projects until dark. So anyway, those guys all go early.
But my wife wants me to take her to the solving one of these days here before too long. Hopefully I can do that. I've been moving all of our furniture out of our house down there near Bakersfield. It's out in Old River. And running back and forth doing that. She can't get around too well now. She's up in age, and I am too. I'm just going around better than she is. But a little older than I am. But anyway, driving from here down there, it's about 288 miles from this yard to that yard. And then it's probably 200 miles from Old River to Alvane. She loves to go there. Her father was Danish. She used to go over there, and she can't get around too much anymore, so I could probably take her over there and let her go into the bakery and maybe into a little bit of Denmark or something, and something to eat. That'd be about it.
Yeah, my mom doesn't leave the house much anymore. She can get around, but you know, at 95 years old, you're not a spring chicken.
Well, Marilyn's up there too. She went into a restaurant today in Bishop. I've been trying to get her. She won't really go any place she hasn't been before. And there's a little called Holy Smoke Barbecue over there. It's pretty good barbecue. I like it really well. Anyway, I told her, I said, you want to go over there and eat? No, I don't want to go. Let's go to Carl's Jr. I said, I'm going to take you someplace a little better, you know. Carl's Jr. I said, let's go over there to Holy Smoke. No, I don't want to go there. And so I pulled in there, right through the door. We got a parking place right within 10 feet of the door. I said, now there's the door, and I said, I'll get your oxygen concentrator, take it in there and all that. And the bathroom was just right beyond that door. And she fooled around, didn't want to go in, and messed around, so we lost the seat that's right there by the bathroom, so we had to go about 20 feet further. And anyway, after she got her food and everything, and she said, I like this place. This is really, really good. We're going to come back here, aren't we? I said, yeah, we are.
Well, that's good. Well, I got to go down to 3900 there, and Anthony just showed up there, I think. So I think he's got a new radio or something. Go see what it sounds like. So, Graham, maybe I'll catch you down there. Anyway, I'm gonna head on over. Head on down. Okay, you guys take care. Nice to get in here. 73 from KD6BIS.
Hell, Dennis, I said hi, and if George is down there, or Steve, or any of them, tell them I said hi, and up there on the Russian River, guy up there, I can't remember his name now.
That's Jonathan and David.
Oh, okay. I go down there and say hi to them occasionally.
Okay, very good. All right, I'm gonna mosey on down. I'll talk to you guys maybe tomorrow or something.
My brother was up here doing a fundraiser, and George is his good friend. They're both musicians, you know, and part of the Bakersfield sound and all that. Anyway, Jimmy was asking me, he said, do you hear George on there? I said, yeah. I said, let's go down there. Anyway, he wasn't there. I was going to let Jimmy talk to George on the radio. But his name is the same as mine, by the way. I have a brother with the same name. Catch you later there. Alex, n7iu.
Okay, yeah, those guys hang out on what, 3889, I think?
Yeah, 3889 and 3900. I've heard them both places.
They don't come up to 3900 anymore.
Oh, they don't.
All right, QSY, 73.
73 there. I have to go down to 3889 and say hi to them pretty soon. I was on the Bakersfield repeater the other day and talked to George. Anyway, he told me to come down and talk to him. I think last time I talked to him on HF, he was on 3900. Anyway, Bram, it's good to hear you out here. I'm going to take off pretty soon here and go to bed. Maybe I'll go down there and say hi to George if he's down there on 3889, and then to get out of here, I got to go eat something before it gets too late.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pull the plug and get something to eat. It was good talking to you. Maybe I'll jump on here tomorrow night and see if I hadn't put my call sign out there, I wouldn't have known anybody was listening. So we'll try it again tomorrow. We'll catch you later. KEG7H3R.
I've been trying to get in every night and holler a little bit, but maybe you didn't hear when I was here. You weren't here or something. But tonight we got each other.
I usually get on the radio like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Unfortunately, everybody else likes to clear out about 8:30.
Yeah, I've got to go in there and do an hour's worth of work on the computer now. And so I'll go fix something and work on the computer and then go to bed. I've been trying to get to bed early because I wake up before daylight. I just can't break that bad habit.
Okay, 6 p.m.
What's that?
Speaking of Alex.
Oh, there's Alex.
Hello.
Hello there, Alex.
Good evening.
Can you hear us through all this racket?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay. Are you running power?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What radio are you using? You sound different.
Oh, you got good ears. I am using a different rig. This is the Icon 7200.
Oh, I would have never guessed, but I knew you were on something different.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like you.
Oh, it didn't, huh?
No, it doesn't sound like you.
Okay, well, this is the radio. That's how they sound.
Okay. Yeah. Heard your voice in there, but I didn't know who you were, and then he said Alex, and so... But another Alex just left a minute ago.
So, your booster works okay?
Oh, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. The preamp is just... The other one, the amp worked real good on it, except that the preamp did not work, and I'm hearing things that I could not hear before. And if the repeater is crackly and very weak, it just brings it in.
Okay, good. I hope it stays good. Got to use it for a while to make sure it doesn't break down a bit.
Oh, yeah, well, it's working really good. Graham, do you have 220? Do you have a 220 rig?
We got a handheld that does 220.
Can you get on the Edison Amateur Radio Network?
I'm sure that that's way too far from here.
Can you get on the Edison net?
I've never even heard of it, so but I know it's way too far away. The furthest I've ever talked on any kind of UHF, VHF is I've talked all the way from here to, let's see, Tucson and Yuma.
I get on there every now and then and get into the net there. I've been in that net for 50 years. I let them know I'm still alive occasionally.
Hey, Brad.
Yes.
Do you plan to be at Lee's service on July 7th?
No, we can't afford to go out there, and I'm not sure what's going on, so yeah, we're not going to be going.
Okay.
I wish I could go, but that's a long way. We've got a big deal. One of my church members is coming up here. Well, Sharon's coming up here. You met Sharon the other day.
Sure.
Yeah, she's telling me to come up here on the 4th. We have 2 4th of Julys here, actually. We have a 4th of July dinner and fireworks on the 4th of July, and then we have a 4th of July fireworks and dinner on the 6th of July.
Oh, wow. I got jury duty July the 3rd.
You have jury duty?
Yes, sir.
Can you get off and go or not?
Oh, no way. They sent me to go to the big cheese criminal court in downtown.
Oh boy, down there, Marilyn was down there one time. Did she ever tell you about going down there on the court?
No, but she told me a couple of nice stories about going downtown.
Well, she went downtown. You know, she was basically imprisoned by her family, and so they called her for jury duty. She was in her 20s, and she was down there for 3 weeks, I think, away from her family. She was having a ball. All the guys were after her, you know, down there because she was so pretty. But anyway, they was police officers trying to take her out and everything else. She went down to the soup kitchen and she did all kinds of stuff. She was just absolutely having a ball. She said that's the only vacation she ever had.
That sounds good. Well, I think I'm going to wear something like Make America Great Again Trump t-shirt when I attend for the jury duty thing, and maybe they see that t-shirt and they'll take me out right away.
Well, put that shirt on and put that hat on both. You know, you have to take the hat off when you go on there, but hold it up where everybody can see it.
Yeah, that's a good way to get excused. They don't want me there.
Now, they wouldn't even call you.
Yeah, I just have to be careful I don't get shot on the way out.
Yeah, if you don't get shot on the way out.
Hey, it was only a joke.